I got to work on the Norm Show, his kind of short-lived sitcom. I think it was only on for 2 seasons, maybe. And it was him, Max Wright, the dad from Alf, Laurie Metcalf, awesomely, and Artie Lang. It was maybe the most dysfunctional cast I've ever been lucky enough to work with. Laurie hated being there, even though she's a genius actor and a genius sitcom actor, but she hated it. She hated the cameras, she hated the audience, she hated everything. She just wanted to move back to Chicago and do theater with her daughter at the Steppenwolf. Max Wright is a crazy town. He's the guy that would miss table reads, and he would just be like in New Hampshire in a ditch, like his car driven off the side of the road with a lap full of empty champagne bottles. And then he was famously on the cover of the National Enquirer, one of those rags, hidden cameras, doing crack with gay homeless guys. Awesome stuff.
Ditches, ditches used to be a happening spot, basically up until maybe the 1970s, I want to say. Things were going on in ditches, but now, it's, it's trash or nothing.
Yeah, it's all these days, it's all ravines. It's mostly a ravine kind of situation now.
Back in my day, we had a ditch and we were happy about it.
Yeah. Luxury. We used to dream about being in a ditch. So on the night of the show, because Norm didn't really rehearse that hard. Laurie Metcalf, on the other hand, because she is a consummate professional actor, she really rehearsed. She took notes, and every rehearsal throughout the sitcom week, she was trying things out and really digging in and experimenting and exploring. And everybody else is like comics and lazy, and you can I'll be funny on the night. And Norm didn't really rehearse that much. And before the show, this is the first time I'd ever seen a sitcom do this. And we were shooting at Warner Brothers. And also, if the police are on their way, Spencer, make sure that you warn a brother.
How often does that come up? I mean, that's great, but how often can you fit that into
I saw a dude
anywhere?
with that shirt with the WB logo, the WB, and it said, "If the police come in, Warner Brother." It's a great shirt.
That's
but
awesome.
We met in the green room where normally it's reserved for the network exec mucky mucks to watch the show and pass judgment from on high. The whole cast met up there, and guest stars like myself. I was just a guest star on it, and to do a speed read before the show, which I'd never seen before, like to really just speed read the entire episode. And I got the impression that it was basically for Norm. That is this story ringing a bell to either of you? Did I just tell this story on the show?
Not just, but yeah. Then you said, weren't you talking to Artie Lang about how he
yes,
how he just gets blasted and gets to me it sounded like I imagined a moving dolly, and he was just on the dolly, and he just rolled him in.
No,
I don't know.
He was gone for an hour and a half. The audience was loaded in, so I know I'm repeating myself now. But we were all worried about it, Norm. I'm like, does this happen a lot? And Artie offered me a cigar. I'm like, I don't smoke, but can I take one for a friend? He's like, yeah. He gave me this nice Nat Sherman cigar. And or little cigarillo kind of thing. And if you can imagine, I knew Artie a little bit, but Artie was he seemed like the level one, the level-headed guy in the cast comparatively to everybody else in this weird ass group of people. And Norm came in, he had done a bunch of Xanax, and then when the taping started, he was perfect. He was absolutely perfect. There's a good story Sam Simon told me, because Sam Simon was executive producer on that show. And Norm, as funny as he is, one of the greatest comics of all time, and it's certainly a comic, and he will certainly be missed by everybody. He's funny. Norm's not a great dramatic actor, apparently, and there was a scene when he fucks up like his love interest in the show, and I'm blanking on the actress's name, but he steps in it. He does something stupid, and she's like, you know what? I don't ever want to talk to you again. Like this is over. I was like, fuck you. This is the end. And she slams the door and walks out and slams the door behind her. And that's the end of the scene. And I think that was a commercial break. And Norm in the script is supposed to look very sad. So she would do the line in rehearsal, and she would go, I never want to talk to you again. Slam. And then Norm would just stand there. And just waiting for someone to yell cut. And Sam would go, okay. So Sam geniusly found a way to make Norm act sad. Sam took his watch off and took his wristwatch off and placed it on the floor about 5 feet to the right of Norm. So when the actress, he goes, Norm, when she leaves, watch her walk out, slam the door, take a beat, and then look at my watch. So that's how they did it. Like teaching a dog to act.
But that's another.
And then he just went, and it worked. Fucking genius.
But that's part of what's so crazy is because it simultaneously felt like it was so well put together, so rehearsed, but also so natural. Like he didn't even know what he was saying was funny, like he doesn't even get the joke. But it was always simultaneously. You could almost you could never pin him down. And I don't know. I think he seems, especially now that he's gone, he definitely seems like a hard guy to pin down. I don't know.